He stepped up to the plate. Some thought he tempted fate, and others saw the new day. History showed it mattered, the color line was shattered, but Jackie just came to play. Now, and did you see Jackie Robinson hit that ball? Well, did he hit it? Yeah, and that ain't all. He stole home. Yes, yes, Jackie's really gone. Did you see Jackie Robinson?
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of the American League Championship Series between the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
It's been a tight series so far, which we kind of expected when we started, but now it's backs up against the wall time. The series has shifted locations, and now these guys need to win the final 2 games at home to win it. This crowd should certainly help, but they've still got a tough task at hand.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Jeff Samardzija is charged with keeping their hopes alive on the mound here in the League Championship Series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
And stepping in, Yohan Moncada. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And we are underway from Fenway as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. Now the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And we are a long way from summer tonight, and even 40 degrees at first pitch. 1-1. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll run up to bunt here, but misses for strike 1. Now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Popped him up. Dahlbeck moving to his left. And that's the second out of the inning. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Dero, what's the key to them earning a World Series berth here in hostile territory?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat, but one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases, just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heels, taking the extra base. Maybe that's send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
3-1.
Gotta believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 3-2 pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Tim Anderson. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one. This one's in the dirt. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. White Sox nothing. Red Sox coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. Tyler Glasnow will do the pitching with a trip to the World Series on the table. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Now at the plate, here is Rafael Devers. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch. Fastball too high, and it's 1-0. His previous meeting line with Tyler Glasnow. Pretty average results, 4 for 15. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. The 1-0 is laid off of down and in.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
fouled away. The 2-1 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Mark Canha will be next. Set. Here's the 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. Striding in for Boston, Mark Canha. He's set and the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Gone! So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
Down there. It's only 302 feet away. But this ball somehow stays fair and clanks right off of it for a homer. I'm sure the guy on the mound has a different name for that ball, but I'm not sure we could say that on the air.
Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's J.D. Martinez, and it's fouled away. Popped him up. Abreu has room in foul territory, and that's the first out of the inning. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Anthony Santander the next to bat, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Bogaerts stands at first with 1 out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
Fouled off. Another 1-2 delivery. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
That'll bring up Bobby Dahlbeck as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. A 1-0 delivery.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
Well count, the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Eaton on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Boston. At the plate now is Yerman Mercedes, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. Here's the pitch. 3-0 now.
He's really going to need to keep the walks down in this start. He's in danger of walking the second guy in 2 innings here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Batter will be Luis Robert. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
The 1-0 home. High in the air down the right field line. After it is Santander. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff should be your focus.
So here's Jose Abreu as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Two and 1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
And he fouls this one off. Three-two pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. And with 2 away, look at our playoff tree here. And you can see the winner here will match up with the St. Louis Cardinals in this year's World Series. And what a fall classic that'll be. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton. He's set. Here it comes.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the 2nd inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
The 1-0. Popped up. Devers in foul ground, and the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. They trail things here 2-0. Now into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He's set to lead off the home half of the 2nd.
Kyle Schwarber.
First delivery to him. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here it comes.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
To the plate now, Kike Hernandez, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Robert is there, 2 gone.
Batting 9. The catcher,
And now here is Christian Vasquez. His previous meeting line with Tyler Glasnow. He's 1 for 5. And now the first pitch. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Lays off the slider that time, 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
High and deep down the left field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Hit down the line at first. And this will be a foul ball as the first baseman makes a Herculean effort to make the stop. Easy there, Cha-Cha. He's set. Here's the 3-2.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside. See if the fish are still biting.
2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
3-2 the count for Rafael Devers.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. More from Game 6 after this message and a word from our local stations. Now it'll be Danny Mendick, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Danny.
First pitch on its way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop. The 1-2. And this pitch is popped straight up, right around the home plate area. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Here's Yoan Moncada looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see.
Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. solo home run for Yoan Moncada. His third home run of this series, as the White Sox have now made this a 2-1 ball game.
That bomb didn't tie things up, but they're only down 1 right now and feeling pretty good they can come back.
Now, Cesar Hernandez. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0.
Nope, outside.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down. So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the exciting Eloy Jimenez. And the pitch. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that'll wind up a foul ball just to the right of Pesky's pole.
Huge swing of the bat right there, just hooking foul. Would have tied the game. I know there's still a lot of game left, but that was potentially a huge momentum swing there. Gonna have to find a way to refocus and continue this at bat.
Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obvious.
That will have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. But for the Sox, a run here in the inning on the solo home run. We play 2.5. It's the Red Sox 2 and the White Sox 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Mark Hanna. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. The 1-0.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And a full count for Canna now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bogaerts is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in the sport, and it doesn't matter right-handed or left-handed pitching. He's one of the elite threats with a bat in his hands. 2 balls and no strikes for Bogaerts.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Popped him up. Mendick has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now that's the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, but everything looked clean. He was on time. He looked powerful in the box. I guarantee you he wants that swing back. He's still thinking about it as he walks to the plate right here.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Three and 1 to Martinez.
It's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really priding himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Striding in is Anthony Santander, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Martinez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Strike 2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
The 0-2 once more. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
The first baseman,
Into the box, Bobby Dalbec, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
He's set. And the 2-2. Moncada has it. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. They lead it 2-1. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Wackney with a report.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Tim Anderson. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the pitch. As he sends it on the ground to first. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Stepping up is Yerman Mercedes. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now here it comes.
Yeah. Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. 1-2 to the White Sox catcher. Line drive, base hit down the line. Around first, digging for 2. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking 2 right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
The next batter will be Luis Robert. A ball and no strikes. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. The 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
The 1-1. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Yeah, he just wasn't on time right there. Front foot not down in time. Nothing happens before the front foot can get down.
The 1-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? Next to hit is Jose Abreu. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. And now the first pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Got him out of his front foot. It's 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. White Sox lead 1. They're down 2-1. just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Into the box, Kyle Schwarber comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
From the stretch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. One and one to Schwarber.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. 1 out, base is empty, and that means the plug-and-play utility man Kike Hernandez will bat next. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
4-1.
1 out, nobody on. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Now the 2-0 home.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. The 1-0. There he goes. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Set and the 1-1 pitch. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. Throw back to Abreu. They get them both, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We played 4 full. Boston's out in front, 2-1. In now is Adam Eaton.
The right fielder, number 12, Adam Eaton.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. toward the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
His heart sank right there when that ball met the bat, but just had him out front just enough to give him another shot at potentially putting him away.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his own, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Hard hit toward the hole. Devers gloves it. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Man, this one is hard to figure. Makes the play on the ball, and the transfer looked good. Then he just sails this thing way over the first baseman's head into the stands. Bad news, it's an E5. The good news, some fan just snagged a souvenir.
The batter will be Danny Mendick. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the 1-0. Count even at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Pitch popped up. Dahlbeck waits on it. He's got it one away. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Yohan Moncada, trying here to plate the tying run from second.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Rocket to third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
You love the aggressive base running right there. It's not easy to make that throw and give that catcher time to adjust his feet and get that tag out.
No, very aggressive send right there. You take the chance, you hope the throw is a little bit offline, and that paid off right there.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. Ball one. No hits to this point.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Moncada leads off second with one gone in the inning. Hit to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now back. The left fielder.
Next, it'll be Eloy Jimenez, runner in scoring position with two gone. First offering, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. One and one.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Here's a high pop-up. Darbeck over to his right. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. A sight these fans have seen before. Look who's back in town. Middle of the night at Fenway, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Here now is Rafael Devers. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that has found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Set and the pitch.
Ball back down.
1-0 count. Here it is.
Ball back down. Ball 2.
Outside. 3-0 now. Now pitch on the way. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a starter away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
So now it's Mark Hanna. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch. And they'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. 2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. Short, hit hard. He's right there to second for 1. To Abreu for the big double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. Red Sox go down quietly. Through 5. All even at 2-2. The DH, Tim Anderson, who matches up with Jeff Samardzija to get the inning underway. First pitch of the AB on its way. Lays off 1-0.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 2-1 home. Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Now back, the catcher, Mercedes.
Ready now for the White Sox, Yerman Mercedes. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
On to first, and there are 2 down.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Digging in next, Luis Robert, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Fouled straight back. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times,
threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Dylan Cease enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 84, Dylan Cease.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be the imposing power bat, J.D. Martinez. Pitch on the way.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
The windup and the 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
he'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Here comes the 1-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Making the play over there is Abreu for the first down.
Up next for the Red Sox, the right fielder, Anthony.
Next up is Anthony Santander, singled in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Bobby.
2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and that'll bring up Bobby Dahlbeck. First offering on its way. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Now the pitch.
Nope.
On the ground to third. And oh, he can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left. And the two-out success will bring Kyle Schwarber to the plate this inning. Next to stand in is Kyle Schwarber. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the two-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Dahlbeck is off at first with two away. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Red Sox lead one. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Dominic Leone is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 52, Dominic.
All set for the start of the inning, and one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. First pitch of the AB now. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike one.
You like the modern style of baseball? Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 pitch. Getting well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Here comes the 1-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. One gone. Adam Eaton digging in next. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that
thing. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder coming on. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Danny Mendick.
So here is Danny Mendick. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Kenner able to track it down for the 3rd out. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. The score remains deadlocked at 2-2. bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
The second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
First pitch on its way. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And it's 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Now what he played is Christian Vasquez. First pitch of the AB now. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Blowing away as he misses again, 2-0. Bases are empty, one man out. And that one yanked just foul. The 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
So a runner at first now with one away, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. From the belt, kicks and deals. 0-1 the count. He's ready now. The pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And he wastes the fastball high there, 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Oh, and they pull the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Standing in now, Mark Canha, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Has a look, now the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always hitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. As a look, now the pitch. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-0 pitch. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Here's the payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a ball on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Michael Kopech answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. J.D. Martinez will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Comes set. The 0-1. Chop toward the second baseman. He's got it. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave them loaded. Score remains 2-2. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First pitch on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1. Shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it. One gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have the calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0. One out, nobody on. High and deep to right. Going back is the right fielder. Still going back. And as is heard on television all throughout Chicagoland, you can't put it on the board. Yes! A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they've taken a 1-run lead.
What a great piece of clutch hitting right there to give his boys the lead. Going to put a lot of pressure on the opposition to have to score with only 6 outs to go.
Marcus Walden gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 64.
Now, Eloy Jimenez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Two balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. Throw in time at first for route number 2. That was an exciting play at first there, and will employ show track for a better look. Knowing you really had to let it loose to beat the runner, he fired off a 90-mile-an-hour throw. That's not a number you'll see very often from an infield throw, so he really showed off the arm that time. And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-1. Two out, nobody on. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. White Sox able to add on thanks to the solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 3-2 Southsiders. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And coming forward is the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. Now here's the first offering. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. windup and the 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Up and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
To the plate now, Bobby Dahlbeck. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, 1, here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball. He's behind in the count 0-2.
Oh, this is what you get fired up for right here. Hard fastball against a power hitter. I know he was late right there, but if he comes back, this one might not come back.
He throws him on the fastball there. Bobby Dahlbeck becomes out number 2 this inning. So a new pitcher entering the fray now. It'll be the hard-throwing right-hander Craig Kimbrell. So now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. And a ball 1-0. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, not great. He's 1 for 8. Too high, and it's 3-0. Now here's the pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Number 5, second baseman.
So the next to bat will be Kike Hernandez. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. From the stretch.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
The 1-0 home. Here, 3-0. Schwarber leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Three and 1. Now 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Now to the plate, here is Christian Vasquez. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. And it's fouled away.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Fouled off. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. In the dirt. Goes to third with it, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
Here's the 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. And that is in the center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. He's safe at the plate. That's a big one. We are tied here in Game 6.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game. After being down by 1-0, that base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Ryan Tepera takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 18.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
2 out with a man at first. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Left side, but well foul. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. From the stretch. A runner on first with 2 away. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Line towards center field. Robert will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. Game 6 is on to the 9th inning now. The Red Sox on top, 4-3. Matt Barnes takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Digging in will be Yerman Mercedes, grounded out in his last at-bat. Now the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
So next to hit is Luis Robert. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that time run from first. He's set and the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Count even now at 1-1. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
He's set and the 2-1 pitch.
Oh, that's up.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he takes ball 1. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. He also has 1 home run. Inside, 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Swing and a miss on a pitch off the inside edge. It's 2-1.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Jose Abreu is sent packing for the third time today. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Adam Eaton swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And he fouls this one off. One and two now to Adam Eaton. And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2. White Sox down to their final out. And digging in next will be Danny Mendick. First pitch of the AB on its way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. 2-1 now.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game. When guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first, and the Red Sox come home and gotten the victory they needed. It will set up Game 7 tomorrow for all the marbles as this one is over.
Yeah, the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
Tight ball game all throughout. One's up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Boston have evened up the league championship series at 3 games apiece to force a Game 7. Marcus Walden is credited with the win. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.
Been a long time coming.